mean when people see Jeunesse? They see. So let me move on with my PowerPoint. Okay. So let's bring that into this platform that we're speaking of. Okay. Jeunesse. There, I saw the logo. Okay, I see Jeunesse. For example, when we had the event here in Indonesia, I remember back then we had this flag, this big flag outside that says Jeunesse. It would be interesting to see if you were to interview the people that walk along the street. Oh yeah, Jeunesse, I see. They only saw the sign. Are you guys with me so far? Yeah. Then maybe they begin to look behind Jeunesse. What is behind this word Jeunesse? What's behind this? There's this thing, this logo. What's behind that? Okay. They go, they look a little further. Oh, it's a bunch of product. Be it beauty, be it health. They go, okay, I understand it now. Jeunesse is a company with lots of product. Okay, so that then some people go, okay, I understand what Jeunesse is. How many of you, when you joined Jeunesse, that's what you thought it is? Okay, I understand. It's an anti-aging company with great product. Show of hand. How many of you thought that? There's no right, no wrong, but that's what it is. Now, then, how you distinguish from that point on to going forward? Some just say, you know what, I love the product, therefore, I want to join this business. Okay, so what makes somebody go crazy and really travel miles and miles to be here? Because they saw something behind the product. They saw something beyond the product. Okay, so what they saw is they heard and they saw and they felt the stories from many people across the globe. Or right here in Indonesia, you heard people's story, how the platform was able to change their lives. And now especially with social media, with internet, you're able to go to YouTube and Google a lot of great stories about what this platform had done for people. So when you connect those experiences and when you connect all those stories with your heart, guess what? You begin to fall in love and value the platform that we have. So that's the difference between seeing something, understood something, and you felt compelled to value something. So those are the three things. So we are a lot more than a great company with incredible product. We're a great platform with incredible groups of people from around the globe with a great cause, with a great mission. So when you understand that, that's why people, we were able to attract people from all walks of life, from all over the globe. Why? Because they felt something here. There's a lot more than just good product. So once you understood that, and from that perspective, and I hope that you guys understand, that's what helped endure me to go on this path. Because it's only for money, I don't need to travel anymore. Are you guys with me so far? Yeah. If you have the blessings of making a lot of money. Whether you show up to work or not, money still comes. If it's only for money, would you travel again? No, you won't. I have a teenager at home. I want to be home with my son. He's in high school. But why am I out here? Because there's a passion. You feel for those entrepreneurs that are still doing it, that want to be successful. That's why you take time to be here. So same thing. Why do you pursue Jeunesse? Today's what? What day is today? Thursday. Why? Thursday, most people are at work. Why are you here? Because you are here because you value it. So just because they heard about Jeunesse doesn't mean that they are fully engaging it. So you got to feel it here. Okay? Think about this. We have in your local market, you have a very famous broadcaster that's sitting right here. She resigned from her job. She's sitting right here. And that's Fenty's wife, Diane. She's right here. Give her a big round of applause. Why is she here? You question. Most people wanted her job. But she chose to be here. And you guys with me so far because she felt something here. So besides what you can see and what you can comprehend, you felt something here. Okay? So now, let's then talk about, so that is a difference of seeing something, understanding something, and feeling something. And I hope that through this event, through this, yesterday and today, and through series of events, you begin to feel what this is all about. Okay? And that's what the system is. The system, there's no membership, there's no fees to pay, but it's a community in the cloud. For those of you that you want to be successful, you can be a part of it. And so, for example, people ask how it can plug in, how it can get people inspired. Well, all that stuff is in the cloud. Okay? So there's a USGS official channel that you can download and learn and grow as you go with the business, okay? Now, so let's talk about, to me, what this whole thing is. This entire last 8 years is an incredible business platform with a compensation plan attached to it. It's school of life. This, to me, what this platform is all about, is a classroom of life. You get to work, learn, and grow, and make money at the same time. So it's a classroom of life, okay? So let's take a look at that. So now, earlier today, we talked about adversity. So I wanted to share this with you. This story I heard many, many years ago. And it really helped me, it guided me on how I view situations, how I view adversity, how I view challenges in life. And so with that, I want to tell you the story. A story of a little girl, okay? There was a story of a little girl. One day, the little girl was really, really frustrated. Not little girl, but a young lady, okay? She was really, really grumpy, really frustrated. And she got home and she was really pouting. And the mom says, you know what? What's wrong? And she just said, I had a bad day. And the mom says, well, what can I do to help? Well, you know what? Just had a bad day. What should I do? And the mom, and then she says, I can't take it anymore. I'm just about done. You know, I've faced all these challenges and it happened. I just don't know what to do. So the mom didn't say anything. The mom says, you know what? The mom just the girl to say, come with me to the kitchen. The mom then took a bunch of carrots, and then the mom started boiling a pot of hot water. Then the mom started putting the carrots in the hot water. Then at the same time, the mom had have eggs, and then the mom also have some coffee beans. And in the same, she had boiled 3 pots of water. So she put the carrots into the pot of hot water. And then another pot, she would put the egg in the hot water. And another pot, the mom would put a bunch of coffee beans in the hot water. There's a girl looking at the mom and said, you know, Mom, what you doing? The mom continued not to say any word. 20 minutes later, the mom had took out the carrots and put it aside, as you can see on the screen here. Then, with the eggs, the mom put the eggs in the hot water. And 20 minutes later, that's what you see here. Then, put the coffee beans in a pot of hot water. 20 minutes later, it's a cup of coffee. So the daughter goes, Mom, what is the point of all this? The mom says, you see the carrots? Before it encountered the hot water, what do you see? You see a strong, fresh carrot. When it goes in the hot water, 20 minutes later, it came out soft. The egg, before it goes to hot water, it's hard on the outside, but fluid on the inside, soft on the inside. But 20 minutes later, the shell hardened. The inside also hardened. Coffee, it's just beans. When it went into water, 20 minutes later, it became a cup of fragrant, beautifully smelled coffee, a cup of coffee. The mom says, that pot of water represents adversity. All 3 items face the same adversity. One went in, before waiting adversity, it was strong, it was tough. Then when it encountered adversity, it became soft. He couldn't even stand on his own. The egg, on the other hand, it was fragile on the outside. It was soft, fluidy in the inside. But when it encountered adversity, its inside got hardened. Think about this. How often in our life that we had a beautiful, loving heart, but because of a breakup, because of challenges, that our heart become bitter. We become hardened. Then there was the coffee beans. The coffee beans face the same adversity. But instead of letting the situation affect them, the coffee beans transformed the adversity and became a cup of aromatic coffee. So through this example, I hope you guys realize something. Whenever something happens in our life, it's a lesson. It's a lesson in life. When people don't join you, when people reject you, it's not you. So when things don't happen the way that we expect to, how do we turn the adversity into something that empowers us? Of 300 people that I've talked to, more than 40% rejected me. What does it matter? I turned all those rejections and I didn't let that affect me. I turned all those rejections into beautiful global projects. Think about that. It's a beautiful global project that are totally creating a movement of entrepreneurs around the world. What? With over 1 million distributors around the world. From 5 people in my kitchen. Or if people rejected me, they say, oh mom, people don't sign up, what do I do? Are you guys with me so far?
Yeah.
But turn that. Now, the people that rejected me, some of them want to join me. I said, too late, I'm too busy now. If you want to play around, we can have that. But, I hope you understand that. So, one of the questions was, how do I turn adversity? I hope you remember this story. We all face the same thing. You have rejection, I have rejection, Patrick, and everyone. Farah, we all have rejections. It's not what was said or what was done. What was done, what was said, that's beyond our control. When your prospect said no to you, did you say no or they say no? They did, right? So whatever they say, is that within our control? No, it's not. So, but what is within our control is how we react to it. I remember in the very beginning when they say no to me, I took it very personal. Well, I said, what do you mean? I said, I loan you money, remember? Remember those days I sent you to the airport? That was many, many, many years ago. It was true. I mean, I took it personal. It was like, how could you say no to me? We're good friends. We're best friends. But it is what it is. Yeah. They don't have to like what you do, and you don't have to like what they do. It's just life. Up to this day, one of my old neighbor now, whenever she talks to me, so how's your thing going? I said, what is my thing? Your thing. Now I want to learn about your thing. I said, too late. You can't learn about my thing anymore. It's like people have an issue. They just don't want to say your business. It's your thing, You understand what I'm saying? But don't take it personal. Be proud of your thing.
Yes.
I mean, look at our thing. We're changing lives.
Yes.
So you're going to have that in you. When you have that in you, look, whatever people say, it doesn't matter. They can call it whatever they want. I say, yeah, I'm part of Giza. I mean, like a pyramid, whatever. Are you guys with me so far?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen the pyramid yet. I would love to go see it someday. I mean, they go like, hello? Hello? Just be proud of what you have. Don't not, other people's comments of you doesn't have to become your reality. Yes. Whatever they say about you, I don't care. I mean, I remember for 20 years, people call me a dreamer. I said, at least I could dream. At least I have a dream. Yeah. How many people that are stuck in their life? Oh, I'm comfortable. Congratulations. I want a little bit more in my life. I wanted to expand. I wanted to change. I wanted a new me. I want to have better environment for my family. Patrick spoke a little bit earlier about the ability to love. How many of you have children? Show of hand. If you have children, I know all parents love the children. Loving is one thing. I love my kid. I remember in my family, my mother have 4 girls. My parents have 4 girls. They love us dearly. What if they told us, you know what, kids, you can have anything you want in life, but mom and dad are stuck. Mom and dad love you, but we can't send you to the best school. I don't want to say that to my son. I would tell my son, you can be anything you want. You have the potential to realize your dreams, anything you can dream of. But at the same time, mommy's fighting for her dream. And I want to be able to provide. That's what it means, having the ability to love. I want to be able to give my son the best learning opportunity. The most advanced technology product. I want him to experience it, to taste it. That's called the ability to love. You love your family. You love your parents. Do you have the ability to give them the opportunity to live a better life, a better housing, the opportunity to travel the world, whatever that might be. So I don't know what that is that turns you on, but only you know. But the very fact that you are sitting here today, that means you want to change. That's why you're sitting over here. Otherwise, you won't be here. There are many things to do. There's many temptations in Jakarta. I mean, look at your mall. You've got beautiful malls over here. But you are sitting here because you wanted something. But don't let anyone talk you out of it. I mean, think about it. What are the odds? I mean, look at me. I'm married to a doctor. Okay, my husband's a medical doctor in America, have his own medical clinic. And yes, I live an okay lifestyle. I mean, I couldn't go buy a nice handbag every single month. I mean, I probably could, but it doesn't sound right, you know, because I don't like to say, honey, can I have a few $1,000s? This is not me. I want to be able to make my own money and buy whatever I want.
Yes.
Ladies, would you like that?
Yes.
See, I want to be independently wealthy. Whatever I do with my money is my choice. In the beginning, I like to go shopping, I like to do this and buy jewelry, buy bling bling. But now I don't have to buy anything anymore. I like to do things that's good for society. These things I like. So, but it's a process. I didn't become like that day one. Are you guys with me so far? So get the money issue out of the way. Then you can do whatever you want in life. And so I hope that through this little quick training, okay, it helps you get a better picture of what it is. Is this picture helping you guys?
Yes.
You know, the carrots? Now, given that situation, same adversity, would you choose to be a carrot that you were strong before you encounter adversity? And then, or would you want to be an egg that you have a loving, soft heart? Or would you want to be a coffee bean? See, when the softening heart, when it came out, when they encountered maybe, you know, how many of you were in a relationship before that didn't work out? Show of hands. I know that, I don't want to raise my hand. My spouse is here, okay? It's okay, you know? See, I mean, look, some people, because they had a bad relationship, they broke up with the dude, with the guy that didn't work out, and they never get married again. Oh, no, don't waste your time. I mean, really, come on, get over it. Some people, the heart become hardened. Don't do that. It's a beautiful world. I know that there's a lot of things happening around the world, but there's a beautiful group of people. We had wonderful groups of thousands of people in Kaohsiung a few days ago, doing something for society. You know, we have people from 13 or 14 different countries, from England, Australia, Japan, you know, Singapore, Malaysia. From 13 different countries went to Taiwan for this event to help raise awareness. I don't know where you go. I mean, that's beautiful heart, beautiful story. So, having said that, what would you rather be? Would you want to be a carrot, an egg, or coffee beans?
Coffee beans.
Coffee beans. I want you to remember that. You said it, not me, okay? So whenever adversity comes, I said, I am a coffee bean.
Yes.
I'm going to transform the adversity.
Yes.
Yes, things happen in the world, but it's still up to us to make a difference in this world. So right now, we're entrepreneurs, but we are impact entrepreneurs. Because in order for me to become successful, I have to help other entrepreneurs to be successful. And once we are successful as entrepreneurs, we can then give back to society. Do something with society so other people can see the beauty of this world, of humanity. That's what impact entrepreneurs are. So how many of you not only want to become an entrepreneur, but be an impact entrepreneur? How many want that?
Yes.
Absolutely say yes.
Yes.
There we go. I mean, you guys are beautiful. So, I mean, I hope that through all this, learn two things. One is awareness. Be aware that you are an incredible seed with amazing potential. You gotta be aware of that, okay? You might not see it with your naked eyes. Your physical eyes, you might not see it. But just have that sense of knowing that you are meant for something. You are. We all are. We came here to do something. We've just been asleep all these years. But it's now to wake up. I'm 52 years old. I'm more awake and beginning to more awake and alert of what possibility lay in front of us. So I want you to be alert and be aware of the possibility. Jeunesse is an incredible platform for all of us to change our lives. All of us. We've just begun. The last 8 years, we've been writing the introductory chapter of Jeunesse. The next 8 years, we can do incredible things together. Not one person, together. You know, I can tell you that all the people that started with me, that have achieved great success, they are still out in the field. they are still out there spreading this love, this passion in what we do. That speaks a lot about the opportunity. When people have made money and continue to go pay it forward. I mean, look at Patrick and Harris. Indonesia volume has nothing much to do with them. Actually, nothing to do much with Patrick. But he's here. Why? I'm thinking about why. Patrick, why? Are you crazy? You buy your own ticket, you pay for your own hotel, your own time, you drop your team in Hong Kong and different parts of the world, but you are here in Indonesia. That's called spirit. Yes. We all have this spirit of wanting to make a difference in this world. And so, as an entrepreneur, you gotta have that fighting spirit. Not, I'm gonna fight for Jeunesse. No, you don't need to fight. Jeunesse is what it is. Jeunesse is an entity. It's a company. It is here. But what you need to have a spirit for is fighting for your dreams. When you give that spirit to your dream, it's as if you're putting wings on your dream to make it to have it take off. That's what I did. I mean, guys, now you guys have all this success story, all this diamond, and you have people from international who come through their sharing and sharing their experience and how they did what they did. 8 years ago, nobody. I mean, literally. Some of you know Winnie, right? Auntie Winnie. She said, I am the oldest among you guys. Okay? I don't need to, I don't need to attract any, I don't need to go on dates or anything. So therefore, I'm going to sacrifice half of my face. And she did. She put the product in the beginning on half of her face. And that's how we started it. I mean, her face is spread to all over the world. I mean, in the beginning, her face was like, crooked. And we got worried. We go, well, you know what, Winnie? I think you should double dosage on the other side. Because really it was still like she had a stroke or something, But that was spirit. She wanted to make a difference. So that's how we started it. Nobody made a dime yet. I still remember 8 years ago, okay, we do coffee talk. We don't have this beautiful office you're sitting in. So we went to this coffee shop, okay? We rented a little room inside a coffee shop. And we would have finger food, like French fries and grilled cheese sandwich. And so we would do a meeting, and I would do a meeting, I would do a training. So I would spend all Saturday doing all that, right? And I would talk, and at the end of the day, when everybody's leaving, guess who would pay for the bill? Me. I will go pay the bill. I do the talking. So if any logical mind, any logical person looking at this, say, Kim is crazy. She taught all day. Now remember our first check? When do we receive our first check? 3 weeks later, right? So imagine my first 3 weeks, haven't received a dime yet. But I worked and worked and worked. So a logical person would look and say, you talk to so many people, you work so many hours a day, and you haven't made a dime yet. You silly. They really thought I was silly. I said, you watch who's a silly goat later. 8 years later, it proved to be a pretty smart thing. But it wasn't free. I had to work for it. And so do all of us. You want to change your life? Work for it. Work towards it. I mean, I was so consumed. The first few years, I was consumed by Jeunesse. I lived, breathed. I mean, in my sleep, I was presenting. Seriously, I was presenting in my sleep. I don't know. I mean, I tell you, if you were to look back, pull back some of the video, if there's any video 8 years ago how I talk about Jeunesse, you will laugh. Because I have no idea what I was talking about. Those stem cell technology, resveratrol, I have no clue. But one thing you can see from all of my videos is this thing called passion. 8 years later, I am even more passionate about Jeunesse than I ever was 8 years ago. How do you do that? It has to come from here, and it has to be beyond money. If money is only a factor when challenge come, they will forget all that they have ever started with. So, having done this, now it's time for questions, okay? Because, I mean, again, I could talk all day long about this, but I want this to be for you. I am here for you. I changed I couldn't use my flight that I had booked, so I canceled. I mean, I completely lost that, and I booked a new ticket so I can be here in Jakarta with you guys. So I'm here for you guys, and if there's anything that I can help you with, by all means, raise your hand. No right question, no wrong question, no judgment, no opinion. So anything you want to know.